All right, let's move on. Angers versus PSG. PSG 1.14, draw 7, Angers 21. Last two meetings, obviously, in the season ended 2-0. Obviously, PSG winning both matches 2-0. Are we following trends here? Are we looking at the unders? Are we looking at a win to 0? We're going to start with you, Stuart.
Oh, I'm so into this one, I have to say. I'm looking. Angers, they've done all right to get here. They are not a big club by any imagination. I mean, Stéphane Moulin, I think at the start of the season, he was given the brief, and that was it. Whereas, Emery was told, right, okay, we want you to do better in the Champions League, win the league, and go on and win the Coupe de France for the 3rd time in a row. And I think at the moment, it looks like they can only do one of those because Champions League, they're out having had a really embarrassing second game against Barcelona. And now they've got this one game, and if they lose this, I think he may lose his job. But I think Paris Saint-Germain going to win. I think you could go for Paris Saint-Germain -2 at 1.85 with Pinnacle. And I think they're really going to be pushing for this one because it's a real chance for them to prove themselves.
But do you think they're going to win by 3 goals or more? Or do you think, I'm not sure if they're going to win by 3 goals. The trend is 2-0.
Yeah, trend is 2-0, but always your friend, is it? Certainly, it's a short trend. I mean, Angers have only been back in the league since 2015, in Ligue 1 since 2015, I think. So they've not exactly been up long.
Yeah, Alex, you like matches with goals. Do you think we're going to see goals in this match?
I think that PSG will destroy Angers. I think that I'm with Stuart in this one. I think that we will see a high-scoring match, most of all from one side. So PSG to score a lot of goals. With Angers, I don't know if they will find the back of the net. But -2 from my point of view, I agree with Stuart 100%.
Wow. Okay, both by -2. What about you? The market is on the under 2.5 goals, 1.5. Martin, you with the boys there, are going to go see an overs and Angers destroyed by PSG.
I think someone's been reading my emails because that's my exact bet. Yeah, I could prove that I wrote it down before the game, but yeah, no, I totally agree. I think PSG steamrollers Angers in this final and lets out some of the aggression that's built up with their failing to win the league and falling out of the Champions League. They killed Monaco in the final of the last time they played. I just don't really think Angers, not that I know a great deal about Angers, but what I do know, I don't think they've got the quality to stand up to this superb PSG side. I think they'll be fired up and really keen to prove that they still can be a dominant force in France and finish the season with a trophy. So yeah, -2, 1.9 looks a very good bet to me.
Wow, big man. I know there's a lot of bets that you can make on a particular match, hundreds. But there's just one bet. There's just 3 people have gone for. What are you going for?
I'm going to look for like correct scores, that kind of thing. But I think you guys are dead right. 3-4-0, something like that. I don't know much about Angers either. I would have pronounced it Angers, honestly, coming into here. That's how much I knew about this team. But yeah, I would think they'd win fairly easily here. Last chance for them to get any sort of hardware. They're just on another level. They've played very well in the second half of the season. Might be the most overall talented team probably in this division. But Monaco with a very good year, very successful. Yeah, they should win 2-3-0. Maybe, first half -1. I think they're up 2-0 at halftime. But I'm going to look for some kind of correct score, something like that here. What that will be, I'm not sure. But, yeah, I would lay the -2 as well. I'll join the party.
Keeping us tenderhook, correct score, but not sure what it is. What are you going to say, Stu?
I think the dominance of this, just the difference between the two sides can be shown by the top scorers list. If you look at PSG top scorer, they've got Lucas Moura, who scored 12. It's the second top scorer, and you've got Edison Cavani, who has scored 35 goals this season.
Yeah.
Then you look at Angers, and you've got Karl Toko Ekambi, who has scored 8 goals this season, and he is the top scorer. Ekambi has scored 8 goals against 35. So, come on, this is not a side who's going far. Their second top scorer scored 7, Famara Diédhiou. So it's.
Sorry, they'll keep it tight.
Hey, Natalie.
And then also the bookie is pricing the unders at 1.5. That's incredibly low. The over there, 2.5. PSG to win to 0 could be a good one, 1.73.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That'd probably be maybe the best bet. I mean, what Stuart just said, as far as, I mean, just the lack of anything in that lineup. I mean, I don't really know that I see them scoring. It might be similar to Ajax is today. You know, with Paris Saint-Germain, you're just a better team than Angers. I don't really, I can't see them scoring a goal here. Win to nil might be the best one. 3-4-0.
Yeah. Yeah, 1.73 Paddy Power. Okay, so it looks like PSG -2 is the bet this match. I do like PSG win to nil. A quick question though, we've got from Lewis, big man, Celtic at 1.5 this weekend. What do you reckon playing Aberdeen? Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I was actually just going to mention that here at the end. This is the chance for the treble for Celtic. I mean, they've already won the League Cup, Premiership title. They've not lost this year. At 1.5, yes, this will be the final game for them. Yes, how do I not bet this? I've bet them literally 30, 40 times this year, and I've made a ton of money. They've probably been my most successful bet as far as in any sport. They're going to Scott Sinclair will be in there, Griffiths, Scott Brown, they're all going to be in there. Dembele's still injured. I don't know that he'll play, but yeah, I mean, Aberdeen's not playing particularly well right now. They give up a lot of goals. In the final game of the season, I don't see any reason to jump off this. I don't care what the price is. I would bet Celtic. It's just something I've done all year, and I'd continue to do here. There's no way in hell, in God's green earth, I would bet Aberdeen. No fucking way.
Okay, 1.5 may be good for an accumulator bet, or also look to -1 there. So if they only win 1 goal, obviously get your money back. That could be another way just to make a little bit of extra cash. What do you say, big man?
Yeah, I was just going to mention, I look at the -1, but I think that I just don't see them losing. I don't see any kind of draw or anything. They'll get the job done. 2-0, 3-0 here. It's the last game of the year, last real chance for us to see this full team. Guys, I have to answer one real quick question. It's been something that I've kind of looked over recently. With John Terry, his connection to Brendan Rodgers, his connection to wanting to play in the Champions League, obviously, this is a great atmosphere to play in, maybe 1 or 2 years. Why not go to Celtic? I mean, they're a big club. They'll pay him a good amount of money. I mean, they still have a ton of fans. I mean, it's not very far away. I mean, why wouldn't Celtic be a really good opportunity for him? I mean, I guess I'm not
money.
Yeah, but they'll pay him. But he's made a ton of money. I mean,
no. Celtic will not pay him the kind of money he can get elsewhere. He can go to Chelsea
to do that.
So he can go to Chelsea and he can get 160, 180, maybe 200 grand a week at Chelsea in China for 2 seasons. He'll get a very good wage, much more than he could get at Bournemouth if he decided to go there. The MLS would pay him a huge amount of money for him to go there. There is no way that John Terry would go to Celtic. It would be seen as a massive step down for him as a start. And also, they are not going to pay him the money. And frankly, this is a guy who likes his money.
I wouldn't be surprised if he just retires. You don't get that many one-club men anymore. Steven Gerrard went to America for a bit, didn't really achieve much. What was the point? Like, he may
Steven Gerrard talked about as the ultimate one-club man. He went to another club, so. Yeah.
You should just.
You got to look Ryan Giggs. Ryan Giggs, those are your one-club men.
Yeah, he's got nothing left to achieve. He's won everything. He's captained England. He's got enough. He's got more money than he ever needs to spend. I think he should just hang up his boots. He's not gonna perform to a very high level anymore wherever he goes. I mean, he could win a couple of trophies up in Scotland. Why not? But it might be a bit cold for him now. He might
go over to the MLS
on a beach. Yeah,
come to the Philadelphia
States for some nice weather.
Come to the Philadelphia Union. We'll take you here.